Hello everyone, this is Yonax here and welcome back to another guide video. This time we still continue talking about our how to improve our main characters, and this time we're going to talk about inner ability. Inner ability are the stats you see here in the stat screens, those three lines here. At level 30, 50 and 70 you get a quest here on the side where you can unlock it, so that's quite easy. So inner ability, you have 4 ranks. This one is currently epic, but you have rare, epic, unique and legendary. And that's possible to get. To reset it, you just click here and then you can either lock your rank, which epic locking costs 500, but legendary locking costs 10,000. And then you can lock a line which costs 3k, and unlocking another line costs another 5k, so 8k together. Doesn't matter which one you take. But yeah, epic you don't really want to do that. For the rest, you can get honor XP by killing mobs, which gives small honor medals between 1 and 10 honor XP. You can get a few medals from bosses. They give 20 times as much, so it's between 20 and 200. Mostly on average around 100, I would say. There are a couple of good inner ability lines you could get. Buff skill duration is really good. Item drop rate can be really good. Yeah, this is epic, so the stats are not that great. But I can reroll in a bit and show you the process. It's quite hard to get legendary. I believe I did it on my other shares on average 80,000 honor XP, but I know from people who took a lot more, and also some who took a lot less. So it's really random and up to you how lucky you are. So, but in principle I would say get a decent line. 12%. I have here rolled first to drop an buff, then started saving up honor XP until I have enough to really try to get to legendary, because that's what you want to do. You can also get the miracle circulators out of cash shop, which cost 1.9k NX for one, and I believe there are regularly sales that you can buy 10 at once for like 15k NX or 19k, depending how good the sale is. Other options are in the reboot server though, that you can buy them. I believe there are 90 million there in the reboot server. It is quite an equivalent with to here. It's like a 1 to 10 rate in X from what items are worth in mazes. The miracle circulates are really good actually, because they are helping you faster rank up. I would advise you, if you use them from off unique and higher, because getting to unique costs barely honor XP, getting from unique to legendary costs a lot. So there's a big jump there. So if you use miracle circulators, start to use them there. Other thing is they can't rank down your inner ability, so that's useful as well, since with honor XP rerolling you can rank down. And for the last part, they always give the max stats. So if you have buff duration and you really want high buff duration, which is useful for some jobs, this one, let's say you have legendary rank, you get 50% buff duration always. And if you use honor XP ones, you get maybe 45%, 40%, 48%. If you're lucky, 50, it's really hard to get. So with circulates, you can always the max stats, so that's good. So now the question is, which inner ability stat would you like to get? Meanwhile, I'm gonna reroll a bit of inners, so you can see a bit what you can get. In general, all stats like here, it's really not good. The reason for that is it doesn't work with your potential ability. So don't aim for that. Extra damage to normal monsters can actually be really good, but there are better ones. So let's just keep rerolling, see if we get something good. And now I drop down to rare. That can happen. And back to epic, which is totally normal when rerolling your inner. So what you actually really want to go get is get the legendary ability. And then once you have legendary ability, lock it always like this. You see it's dark and then cast extra honor XP cost. And once you have legendary, you can just reroll. However, when you lock, it will cost 10,000 plus 100 every time. So that's quite a lot. So far we get a lot of mud lines. So that's not good. But I wanted to reroll on video for this guide. So just to show you what possible stats you can get. A 10% item drop rate. It's a nice one. But we want to go up in rank. And if I lock now a line, I have to lock my rank as well. And then I can't rank up. So we don't do that. Measures obtained, also quite good for reboot. And there's unique. When you lock unique, it will cost 5,000. Whereas epic was 500 only. So, but I'm not gonna lock it. Because we still want to go to legendary. Yeah, what you want to get is attack speed on most jobs. And back to epic. Only one time unique. That's too bad. So yeah, you want to try to get attack speed. However, there are a couple of jobs which don't benefit from them. Which are Wild Hunters actually, where we all know. Because they have a hurricane skill like Wild Arrow Blast here. And that has max amount of hits. And there are some more jobs which don't benefit from it. Like Bowmasters, Windbreakers, Night Lords, Nightwalkers, Kanas. And there are probably more I didn't mention, but in general the rule is if it has a hurricane skill, attack speed don't work. In those cases you can go try to get boss damage or attack or magic attack depending what job you are. Let's keep rerolling meanwhile. Oh. This shit is in the way. Because normally you should be able to hold down enter, but keeps doing that. So won't do that. 9% item drop. Wouldn't surprise me if it drops back to rare later on again. So yeah, for those tips, so critical rate you want to get. You can also get boss damage, attack, ignore cooldown can be useful. In general, for like Kana, I would prefer critical rate, but ignore cooldown is really good as well, because they have a lot of mob skills. They have a bind which works on it. Most inner abilities don't work with hyper skills. So don't reroll for getting better hyper skills, it doesn't work. And there are two jobs really benefiting from buff duration, which is Dark Knights, since you can spam more often Gun Gear. And also your final pact is longer. And for Dual Blade, their skill, it will give them a buff pretty much all the time if they have enough buff duration. So it will help their damage a lot too. I would say bishops can make use of it as well. However, it depends a bit how you use your bishop. If you just use it as mule to buff others, yes, definitely useful. If you are more a solo bishop who attacks more often, then get attack speed. Since bishops are rather slow, so that's more beneficial then. So let's reroll a bit more. See if we get something nice. And we're back to unique. Nice. This is also a decent line. Extra damage when inflicted with stun, blindness or freeze status. I'm not sure if bind counts as well, since it's technically a stun. I believe it does. And this one works for normal monsters and boss monsters, so it's actually better than the other one, which gives extra damage to normal monsters. So that's one of the other options. I will put a list in the description of all the possible stats you can get, and then you can just look it up slowly what you want to get. And back to Epic. So this is it for the guide. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something from it again. And meanwhile, I'm gonna reroll a bit more and see if I can get a nice line, and then I make a cut here and then I show you on the end of the video. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. I know I already actually said goodbye at the end of the video, but I got to a legendary inner ability. Actually, it didn't take me too long, since I have still 233,000 on XP left. So we have about 23 tries, which I want to go through you, and you can just see what stats we get, if I'm lucky or not. So this is a bit the extra part of the video. The guide part is kind of before this, and this is just a little extra. So I hope you enjoyed this part too. And let's see how lucky I am. As you can see, I need to lock legendary ability every time. Otherwise, I have a chance to lose it, which we absolutely don't want. So far, bad lines. 9 magic attack, that's pretty terrible. %3 drop rate. We got quite quickly the legendary inner ability, but the rest is so far, the lines are not good. 16% boss. Actually, I'm happy with that. And 8% item drop rate. Yeah, if we would lock it now, it's 18,000, which is a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this locked, so it will remember that. In a future update, you don't have to press every time to lock it again, but I'm not sure when it is. I believe some patches after reboot. For now, I'm gonna keep it like this, because I'm happy with some extra drop rate and boss damage on Wild Hunter. So I'm fine with it. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you liked the guide and this extra bit. And what I haven't mentioned yet either is that next guide will probably be about traits, and I can give you quite traits are these, but I pick probably my battle mates which have a bit better upgraded traits to show you off. So thank you all for watching, and once again, goodbye.